Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's the 7th of April. In this video we're going to be looking at the Aussie dollar against the US dollar and the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. What we'll see on the Aussie dollar is that we're coming back to critical support, and if this doesn't hold, then the expectation that we may be having on the weekly reverse head and shoulders, that picture just collapses. New Zealand dollar as well, coming back in its trading range, testing support. So here we have the daily on the Aussie dollar, and what you can see is that the Forex is coming back down to this critical support level. This support around the 74.93 level. Why is it critical? Well, if you go back to September last year, you'll see that we had a bounce from there, and also in July last year. So there was a lot of work done here, but the buyers came in. Didn't work quite so well on that dip in November, but as you can see, then that work there then became resistance, a bit of resistance there, came back, found the support in March, and we're coming back to that level now. So it is key. Will it hold? Well, the momentum is to the downside. You can see that by the RSI, which is sloping downwards, and by the MACD, which have rolled down. Also, it's disappointing that none of the moving averages have given any support. So over the last couple of weeks, we've come back down through the 50, that blue line, then the 20, and then just this week we've fallen below the red line, which is the 200-day moving average. They then now become resistance on any rally. The market on the RSI is still not quite oversold, so it does look like this support is going to be tested. Looking at the longer term picture, and this is the weekly chart, and this is what I mentioned earlier in the video about reverse head and shoulders. Here you can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That would be a positive picture if we were to break to the upside, but it does need a break to the upside, and the problem is now is that if we break these supports to the downside, that will break that potentially positive picture, and if that occurs, expect if that picture breaks, there will be a lot of people holding the Aussie dollar on the expectation of a break upwards. If it breaks the downside, they're going to get squeezed and expect the move to be further than you expect. Looking at the support resistance levels, as I said, we're down below the moving averages now. So first resistance is at the 200-day, 0.7556, and then at the down tracking 20-day, 0.7629. with the key support seen at 0.74912, and below there the support at 0.74492. Now moving on to the New Zealand dollar. And here you can see again that this Forex is weak against the dollar, dollar strength coming through. The support isn't as near as it is in the Aussie dollar, but again, it's quite critical. And the support here is 68.937-ish, 68.88 there. And you can see this support has held the market on a couple of occasions, so you would hope it would support the market again. This Forex again is below its moving averages, The 20-day actually is just slightly above the market and is moving upwards. If we could get a move back above there, that could give a bit of a boost. But at the moment, with the market down here, it's more likely to actually swivel back downwards. The RSI is below 50 and is in a slight downtrend to indicate negative momentum, and the MACD are flatlining. There is more support on this than we saw on the Aussie, and it's a bit further away, so it still could be a range trading picture with the upper boundary on that line there that you can see with my cursor, and then the lower boundary around here. So coming towards the lower boundary, perhaps not as bad as the Aussie dollar. Looking at the weekly, again you can see that range trade that I've been talking about. You've got the 20-week moving average, the yellow line, just above the market, and the 50-week is at about the same point. The RSI again slightly negative, MACD negative. Let's wait and see if these supports hold, and be careful if they don't. I'll give you the support levels in a few seconds. And looking quickly at the 4-hour, well, you can see here we're downtrending with the 24-hour moving average in a severe downtrend. That needs to be broken for the picture to improve. And looking at the support resistance levels on the New Zealand US, as I said, there's resistance at the 20-day 0.7004 and then 0.70901, with the critical support seen at 0.69407 and 0.68903. So that has been TA for traders, looking at the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. I hope you found the video of interest. Please do subscribe to my channel. There's further videos coming on stocks in both the US and the UK. Please do remember that all the videos that I do are just my own opinions. They're not meant to be an investment recommendation. They're for educational purposes only, and please do read the disclaimer that's coming on the screen. Thank you.